Hello, everyone, and welcome to tonight's Simstock action. We're watching practice for the first race right now. Qualifying about to begin in 4 minutes. Got a bunch of good drivers in here right now. Looks like we have about... Let's see. Doing some counting. About 21 drivers right now. Gonna be a pretty good field tonight for at least for the first race. Austin Mitchell with the fastest lap with a 36.632. More drivers getting onto the track. Not really a whole lot going on here to commentate. Still getting into it for tonight. Let's see. Let's look at some of the paint schemes. Let's see. We got Austin Mitchell driving a blank number 8 car. Landon Rohewski driving the 18. That's blank, and that was Austin Mitchell dying. Blair Johnson in the number 3 Pennzoil car. Bradley Shamela in the 4 for MCM. Jackson Skinner in a Dale Earnhardt car. Some good paint schemes. This is going to be some good racing. Wyatt Miller in the Wyatt Miller Industries. I think that's what that says. Industries. Racing something. Chase Ingram in the McDonald's car, as always. Chase Mazalewski driving the number 77. Might have to reload the overlays before the race starts. I'm not sure how it does with a bunch of people coming in after I have it fired up. Let's see, if I hide that, will that reset it? No, it did not. Okay. Well, about a minute and a half until we start. I guess I could skip to the next session. What are you doing? We have Ingram. Ingram's car has the zoomies. He's taking laps around the Circle K in the infield. That 01 car driving past the drive-through, making another lap. We need to do a race for the just around the Circle K. That'd be funny. Well, 54 seconds left. I guess can the admin skip, or can only I skip if I do want to do that? Okay, I gotta lock in now. It's time for the race. Or qualifying. Looks like we have 12, 13, 14. I think we have a full field for this first race. That'll be good. We'll have some good racing. Getting ready for qualifying here. Time is up. Let's see if the overlay breaks or not. Okay, 25 drivers on the grid. I guess 24 because I'm one of them and I'm not racing. Oh, it didn't break. Yay. Let's see. Here we go. Chase Mazalewski making his way out of the pits for his qualifying lap. Who else we got? We got Michael Good in the 51. Oh, Frank DeAngelis in the reserver. He's always a threat to win. Wyatt Miller again. Let's just go with Michael Good. Let's see how he qualifies. Let's see, what onboard cameras do we have? We got the roll bar, the gearbox. That'd be good for restarts. So riding along with him as he makes his qualifying lap. You can hear them. They are full throttle around this 1.5-mile speedway in the mini stock. It feels, having raced this before, it does feel completely out of control like a super speedway, but it's really fun to race. These guys are going to be really aggressive though, because there's only a 20 lapper, so you do not have a whole lot of time to get going where you want to be. Modzelewski to the top of the board with a 36.792 second lap. And Jackson Skinner going to take it from him with a 36.723 second lap. Wyatt Blair driving a normal car, which is shocking. Couple new names I don't recognize. Just going through the drivers. We got Bradley Shamela with a top 5 on time at the moment. Going to get knocked down to 6th. Ryan Wayne in the race. Gregory Smith driving the 58 iRacing machine. Landon Rohewski. I don't know how you're supposed to pronounce that last name. I'm probably butchering it. We got Luigi Diaz Gonzalez driving the number 78 Furniture Row car. As these guys are finishing up their qualifying laps, we're going to get ready to go green in a moment. Let's hope we can get some good racing tonight. The last time I broadcasted a race, Aaron May won the race backwards at Daytona. I don't know if we're going to top that, but I hope we can get close. All right, looks like everyone's gonna get on the grid. Nope, and I lost count. So Michael Good to the pole. He beat. It looks like it's gonna be Michael Good and Austin Mitchell as the front row, unless anything changes at the last second. And Frank DeAngelis and Rohewski, the only cars on track at the moment. DeAngelis 20th place on time at the moment. And it looks like Michael Good is going to keep the pole. Will he be able to win the race from the front? Now everybody getting onto the grid. So let's take a look at our starting lineup, at least the first 5, since those are really the ones I want to watch for today. We got Michael Good in the 51 in first, Austin Mitchell in second, Nick Little in third, Marty Shamela in fourth, and Zachary Mers in fifth. Shamela, Marty Shamela, Michael Good, Austin Mitchell, Chase Ingram, Ryan Wayne. A few others are really who you want to be watching for this race. Those guys consistently are able to run well. So we got Paul Wolf in the number 27 machine. Okay, the clock coming down. Looks like we're waiting for a couple drivers. Let's see. Do I have to skip or do someone skip for me? Okay, there we go. A little screwy. I'm still figuring some of this stuff out. So a 20-lap race ahead of us here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. It looks like we're going to have 27 drivers in the race at the moment. Michael Good starting from the pits instead of the pole for some reason. So, okay, Austin Mitchell and Nick Little on the front row to start this thing. Looks like we have 2 number 8 cars. Austin Mitchell and Marty Shamela nose to tail, both driving the number 8 on their machines. Will we see 8-car on 8-car violence tonight at the Charlotte Motor Speedway? Following the pace car down the back straightaway, I believe we will be green this time by... Yeah, the lights are off on the pace car. We're rounding turns 3 and 4. The pace car going to make the hard left onto pit lane. The driver's heading to the restart zone. And the green flag is out here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. They're going to be side by side off the start. Looks like Mitchell's going to get a little bit further ahead, and they're 3 wide already in the back. 4 wide. They are all over the place, and we're wrecking in the back. Oh, they saved it. That was a very chaotic start for the guys in the back. Oh, huge wreck at the front. Everybody's crashing. 1 car on its lid. We're going to throw a yellow.
Caution is out.
Everybody's crashing. Oh, my goodness. I don't even know where to look. The 58 was upside down. The cars were crashing everywhere. It looked like they were crashing in the back, and then a huge crash happened at the front. We're going to have to take a look at the replay for that one because I have no idea what was going on there. And apparently the replay graphic is not working great for some reason. Okay, so Austin Mitchell. Let's see. He's in the front. Oh, the 17. So let's see. How do I get to... So the 17 comes down on the 24, and then they crash to the bottom, and then Mitchell gets turned. A lot of hard hits in this crash, but how did the 58 end up upside down? Oh. There were like 3 different crashes happening at the same time. So we got these guys wrecking on the bottom. Let's go to blimp cam. Just everybody wrecked. My goodness, this was not a smooth start to this one. I'm not really sure what was going on. We're going to go back live here to see what's happening with the rest of the field. It looks like Ingram has inherited the lead. We got Frank DeAngelis in second, Marty Shamela in third, Bradley Shamela in fourth, and Rohewski rounding out the top 5. A lot of drivers caught up in that first lap accident. Not how we wanted to start off the night. We didn't get any green flag racing in before they went crashing down the back straightaway. Looks like somebody's blinking. Well, we're getting ready to rack them up and go racing again. I think it will be one to go next time by. Not a whole lot. That was a lot of happening in a short period of time there. I couldn't even barely get my cameras on all that craziness. They're going to get doubled up this time. Going to go green on lap 5, so we'll have 16 to go in the race. The whole field gets turned on its head. Somehow, Michael Good pit started and is in 9th, according to the leaderboard. Well, the bar is very low early in this race. Hopefully we can make it further than 1 lap before the caution comes out. Looks like we have a little bit of beef against the admins. I'll have to check that. I wasn't really following what was going on because I was looking at the replay. Anyway, we're going to be green flag back in the air. Here they come.
Green, green, green.
There they go. Green flag back in the air here at Charlotte. Looks like Chase Ingram's going to get a good start, and we are 4, is that 5 wide? Bumping and banging already on the restart. These guys are being very aggressive today. As you can see, they're trying to get together on the bottom. Oh, 1 car around. It looks like the 5. I want to say, is that Wyatt? That is Wyatt Blair around. Oh, another one going to crash by him. I think we're going to keep it green here. So already lots of chaos. Back at the front, there's single file. We got Frank DeAngelis all over the rear end of Chase Ingram. And we have lost the ticker. Where did all the positions go? Looks like I might have to close that. Still figuring out some of these overlays. Whoa, 1 car into the wall in the back. Looks like he's going to keep it straight. D'Angela's going to the inside of Ingram for the lead. Shimela gonna go with Ingram. No, never mind. He goes to the bottom. He's gonna push D'Angela's. Ingram left out to dry on the outside as we head down out of 2 and down the back straightaway. Looks like Bradley Shimela's gonna get a run with help from Austin Mitchell, and we got 6 or 7 cars down on the inside. Oh, the 17 gets sideways, and Austin Mitchell's gonna go around. Looks like he's gonna keep it. Oh my goodness, a huge crash. One car on its lid. That's a massive incident. We've already had 2 cars either upside down or on their side during this one, and we're only on lap 8. My goodness. What happened there? We got to take a look at that one. It looked like they all saved it after Mitchell went around, and then I don't know what happened behind. That's a little bit. So, oh my goodness. Like, how does this. Let's see. Trying to find the right. This might be a good camera view. So, if we rewind it, he's already pretty far back because this happened in the back of the field and the 8 spun out. And then I guess Ryan Wayne and the 39 is going to make contact with the 18 car, and then the 78 comes in there with nowhere to go and is going to get on his roof. Wow. It's going to get into the wall and then flip it over one more time before getting back on its wheels and driving it down to pit lane. A lot of chaos to start this one. So, Wayne's actually. Oh, okay. Looking at this one, it looks like the 18 got the 8 swirly, and then the 8 crashed. And then I'm just going to assume that the 18 hits the wall and comes down to the 39. Yeah, that's what happened. The 18 just. I'm not sure what he was doing there in that corner, but that was a lot of chaos. And then the 78 was nowhere to go. Modzelewski barely avoids it. I don't know how he avoided that. That was so close. And that put us back under caution for the second time tonight. Well, we're about to go back green. Frank D'Angelo is in the lead. Marty Shimela to his outside in second. Ingram back to third. And Bradley Shimela behind Marty on the outside. We're going to have some heated drivers after this one at this rate. Keep flipping them over and tearing up the whole field. Heading down to the restart zone, we're going to put the green flag back in the air. A pretty even restart from both lanes. D'Angelo's going to get into the 8 a little bit. Knock him off the track. Looks like D'Angelo's is going to be side by side with Shimela heading into 1. The 17 going to take a 3 wide in the second row. A little more organized on the restart, it looks like this time, as the bottom lane is going to clear 2 cars. Look, they're trying to get 3 wide for 4th, it looks like. Not able to get there. Cole Trudeau going to get clear on the bottom. 3 cars nose to tail on the bottom. 3 wide behind them, and cars spread out everywhere. Down the front stretch, we're halfway through this one. 3 wide. Austin Mitchell in the grass. Let's see, where's... Oh, here we go. Austin Mitchell has been all over the place during this race so far. He has seen everything. He's crashed twice. Crashed twice and passing people in the grass already. What a start to the night. Oh, and we have a battle for the lead at the front. It looks like Frank D'Angelo is going to try to take the lead from Shimela as they're side by side. A little bumping and banging for, looks like 5th place. This lead pack is pretty organized now. Not a whole lot of people coming in and out of the lines. The bottom line has more cars, but you can make the top work if you push aggressively. which the 17 and the 8 are probably going to have to do to stay up there. And it looks like Cole Trudeau's going to make contact. He comes back up the track. Michael Good gets taken out.
Caution is out.
Looks like one other vehicle. Is that the 25 of Andrew Manning? And we are under caution yet again. Looked like we weren't focused on Trudeau, but it looked like he just got a bad push. Not 100% sure what happened there. We're going to take a look at the replay. Yeah, already destroyed there. Looked like he came onto my screen just completely sideways. Yeah, he's going to get a bad push from Austin Mitchell. Looks like he's going to overcorrect a little bit and come right up the track into Michael Good. Nowhere for him to go. Nowhere for Manning in that 25 to go. And then I think there might have been a crash in front of them because Bradley Shamela is destroyed as well. What happened there? Oh. So the 3 of... Who is the 3? Jackson Skinner in the 3 gets into the wall for Michael Good, getting crashed. Comes down the track, and it looks like he's going to hook Bradley Shamela, and Bradley Shamela hits the wall at a horrible angle here. Is he going to take out Modzelewski as well? So lots of cars damaged in this one. This was a lot bigger than I initially thought the crash was. Modzelewski going to get into the inside wall pretty hard. Another massive crash here. Not sure how many cars are left. It looks like we only have 14 on the lead lap at the moment. You are allowed to get your laps back, so there are probably, I'd say, about 18 cars left in contention for this one. A lot of chaos so far early in the night. So much for me trying to get into a rhythm here with my commentary and controlling the cameras. There's been all kinds of action today. As we take a look at Wyatt Miller running in 6th. Wyatt Blair has already crashed today, and he's back to 7th. So is Ryan Wayne. Michael Good just got destroyed. Looks like he's able to continue for the moment. Bradley Shamela with a fresh car after getting a fast repair. A lot of action so far tonight. Looks like we're going to go green with about 6 laps to go. Actually, 5 laps to go. So the aggression's only going to get... They're only going to get more aggressive from here on out. As they get side by side here. Ready to go green for the restart. I cannot believe the amount of crashing we have done tonight so far. Well, Ingram on point. Actually, no. Frank DeAngelis on point. Ingram to the outside, I believe. Yeah, why is it? Yeah, DeAngelis is the leader. I apologize for seeming like I don't know what I'm doing. I'm still getting used to my overlays and timing screen and all of my new buttons and stuff. Well, as we head into turn 3 following the pace car, we're going to go green here. I hope we can finish this one under green. At this point, it would take a miracle to even get to there. Somebody passing. That's Trudeau. It's getting one of his laps back. DeAngelis on the inside. Ingram on the outside. And green flag back in the air. Pretty even from the front row on this restart, as their help is going to get to their bumpers. Shamela has help from behind on the bottom. The top line already spread out really far. And it looks like D'Angelo's is going to get clear. The 17 coming to the bumper of the 01. They're going to get locked together. Actually, the 17 is going to try to take it 3 wide to the outside. Not helping that outside lane at all to have them trying to pass each other. It looks like Ingram's going to slot into line. Actually, he's going to take it to the outside. Marty Shamela with a block. And they're going to go around the 69 of Frank D'Angelo's. Now they're side by side heading into turn 1. Oh, the 17's going to get into the wall. That 17 car has been a wrecking ball tonight. Looks like he's going to mostly keep his car clean. And Marty Shamela going to take the lead from D'Angelo's. He has a big push from Ingram. And it looks like Ingram's not going to get clear. He's still going to have D'Angelo's to his inside. They're going to be side by side for second. Heading to 3 laps to go this time by. D'Angelo's takes a peek to the inside. He's all over the bumper of the 8. He's going to stay behind him. They are battling for 4th as well. If Ingram can get the top line to get a run, he could have a chance to clear. But it looks like those 2 on the bottom are just getting a really good momentum right now. Ingram going to get to the bottom in 3rd. Shamela going to get about a car length on D'Angelo's. Looks like Wyatt Blair trying to get the top line to work. Now the 01 and the 69 both throw blocks. And we're mostly single file at the front. And we have about looks like a 7-car breakaway for the lead. And I don't know what happened to the rest of the field. Oh, they're crashing in the back. The 17 going to go around and crash hard. Michael Good destroyed as well. But there's 2 laps to go. I think we're going to keep it green. Meanwhile, the battle for the lead, Marty Shamela on the inside, Ingram on the outside. We're going to be coming to the white flag this time by. Looks like the 8's going to get clear. D'Angelo's off over his bumper. They're wrecking behind him. Looks like Wyatt Miller going to get into the wall. White flag in the air, final time around as they head into turn 1. We got 2 sets of cars battling for the lead. Ingram and Shamela side by side. D'Angelo's going to give him a shove. The 8 trying to get ahead. Looks like Wyatt Blair's going to get sideways. He's trying to save his car. Marty Shamela to the lead. D'Angelo's going to try to take a peek to the inside. Ingram gets turned. He's going to save it. Marty Shamela to the lead. Will D'Angelo's have enough to get to his bumper? Marty Shamela's going to get the victory. And they're crashing behind, it looked like. Well, now they're definitely crashing. Marty Shamela going to get the win. After a turbulent race to start off the night. Yet another victory for the MCM drivers. I would say I want to see if I can get him into the booth, but it appears that he is not in a voice call. As he does his victory burnout. Interesting race to start the night. A little chaotic. Lots of crashing. A decent finish. Not as close as some of what we've seen. So let's take a look at that finish one more time. There just wasn't enough that they could do to get there. As soon as the 01 got turned by Wyatt Blair, there was really just no way the 69 of D'Angelo's could get the momentum to get back past the 8. At least it was a clean finish. That's all we could ask for after how the rest of that race went. Let's see if we can get Shamela in the booth for an interview. Actually, we got Wyatt Blair. Let's see if we can. Let's get Wyatt Blair in here. Wyatt Blair, can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you.
What did you think of that race? It was a little crazy.
Yeah, honestly, that was a really good race. Big thank you to Chris Ferguson, CFM, for the fast car. Um, Honestly, wish we could have done better. It's just, it all came down to it there at the end. I mean, I tried everything I could to get around Marty and whoever else that was, and I didn't have enough speed on the outside. And then I pulled it inside, and Ingram came down and self-cleared himself, which took away any chance we had in four. Just real unfortunate. But I'll look forward to Chicagoland and Talladega tonight coming up.
Definitely some tracks I think you can contend at. This was a little crazy. I think we had 2.5 flips on the night so far, which
Yeah, that was. I know the first wreck, I actually had somebody almost go over me while they were upside down. Made it through all of them somehow, but yeah, there were some crazy wrecks tonight. Um, Definitely not what we used to see here, unfortunately. It's just some people can't handle these cars. Um, Hopefully next time they come here, I can finish better. As I have 4 win stickers in the series in this car and track combo. Just real unfortunate. Just hoping I can maybe have a better outcome next week or whenever we run this combo again.
well, good luck for the next races. Hopefully you can finish 2 spots better.
Thank you.
Yellow.
We have Michael Good and Marty Shamela in here. Marty, what did you think of that race? That was just craziness. A lot of crashing.
Yeah, well, first of all, we like to thank you for hosting. And
Well, I'm happy to do it. A little rocky this time because I had about half a lap to figure out where my camera buttons were before everybody started flying through the air.
absolutely, yeah, we just appreciate that. We like to appreciate. It's just a great broadcast, great overlays, great graphics. I mean, this is as good as it gets here. So. Yeah, this is just great stuff. We're happy to get a win here as well. It was a well-executed race, fun right down to it there. All of us pushing hard. Frank Daniels just tried to get to my inside, which just were barely able to clear him by a couple inches. So um, yeah, it's just a matter of the fact. Michael Good did a good job adminning as well all race long. So yeah, it's just yeah, I mean, there's going to be anytime you run mini stock, it's going to be sloppy. There's always going to be problems and a lot of wrecks, but luckily there's still always good finishes. So, we just appreciate that. And I might be able to do the next two actually. So we'll see what ends up happening with that. But we appreciate all that our community members have done to broadcast now and essentially save this community. So we thank you guys, and we're gonna move on to the next one. One final word though, such a good time, we are going to have our first real life race of the season coming up this Friday night. We got some good speed on the real life side as well. So just going to thank our sponsors, Fox Valley Mosquito and Tick Control, Warner Commercial Roofing, Valley Trusses, Prime Steer Supper Club, Hurling Clark Law Firm, Sheer Envy Hair and Nail Salon, Mendoza Landscapes, Q90 FM Radio, and PC Designs. And we'll get them in the next one. Thank you guys.
And he left. Okay, so I'm currently putting up the next session of the night. I will be muting the stream for a moment while I get that figured out. So bear with me for a couple minutes while we get the next race up. Okay, hello everybody, and welcome back to some racing. We are practicing at the Chicagoland Speedway for race 2. Currently riding along the number 19 of Michael Good in a beautiful
That
car
is me.
that may or may not have been designed by me. As
Telling
we
the truth,
have
though, dog.
a whopping
Telling the
0 people watching.
Wow, that's so many.
I cannot believe the amount of people tuning into today's race. Well, who do we have
I
in
cannot
here?
believe it either. Wow.
We have Ryan Wayne again. Chase Modzalewski driving the number 19 Wix Filters car. Zachary Mears. How do you say his name?
Mers.
Mers. He's driving the
Yep.
number 39 of Ryan Sieg car. Luigi Diaz Gonzalez driving the Sunoco number 45. Jordan Jung driving the Dunkin' Donuts number 20 machine. We have the 86 of Aiden Schramm. Austin Mitchell driving a 1 car. That's
I know
everyone
Aiden
who
Schramm.
is
He's
driving.
cool. I know
Well,
Aiden Schramm. He's a cool dude.
I've never seen that guy before in here.
He's pretty chill.
Good paint schemes. I like this car is better to if you guys if anyone watching is wondering what my absolute favorite car to paint on iRacing is, it is 100% the O'Reilly car.
You can just tell by how much effort he put into my scheme. It didn't even take him long to make this, I'm pretty sure. So
About a whopping 45 minutes of work.
yeah, the fact he could get it looking as good as this.
Not to be rude, but your iRacing sim stamp number settings are terrible.
Thank you.
It's like black on the overlays. You can't even tell what the number says. Okay. Looks like we don't have any MCM drivers at the moment. Could their reign of terror be over?
Yo!
I say reign of terror
let's
because
nice
they
to
have.
let's be nice to our partners, right?
I say reign of terror, not that I don't like them, that they have won literally everything for the past 3 weeks, and it has been driving me crazy. I like Marty. I just like seeing other people win. Marty Shamela
Fair
is
enough.
the Tyler Reddick of R2R, and it's getting on my nerves.
Yeah, don't let Devos in here, because then you'll just want to quit streaming. He wins like everything.
Just hang it up forever. Hang it up for good.
Somebody just died behind me.
Oh, it looks like we have Josh Kenyon joining the server.
Ooh, nice.
I mean, if you're not going to get Demos, he's kind of like Demos, but a little bit less as good, I guess. Yeah, and Michael Bad driving. Oh, wait. Michael Good driving.
You can't be saying this, man.
Looks like we have a reasonable field. Probably going to be 20 cars at the current rate of people joining. Waylon Vining. I'm not sure how you say that, but they are in the server.
1 or 2 ends.
1.
Okay, so it's fine.
Oh, and Brian Post has a horrific head-on collision to the outside wall.
Oh no, Brian Toast.
Oh, and Zachary Mers is destroyed. So is Modzalewski. Ryan Wayne is also destroyed. We are tearing up race cars left and right in the practice session.
Right now, I'm just rolling around in the number 19.
Well, Mike, what is your game plan for tonight's race?
Don't die.
Very
I'm gonna be
inspiring
completely
words
honest.
from the driver of the
I think the
19.
biggest game plan for real is just save tires. Like, I could probably run the bottom and just, run slow on the bottom because the O'Reilly cars and tire saving is a little tricky. So depending on how many laps here, I can either go all out or save and then go all out and just.
That is part of the reason I picked this track, because although 20 laps is not a lot to get some tire saving in, it is enough for the racing to kind of flip between whoever's running well, at least if it goes green. We could have a caution every 3 seconds, which kind of makes for
defeats
a boring
the
race.
purpose. Yep, defeats the purpose of tire saving as well.
Looks like Jordan Jung has the fastest lap with a 30.679. And I'm going to have to close my overlays again.
They glitching?
All the numbers, for some reason, like, I can be in the server, but when people are actively joining the server, the numbers go haywire.
Oh,
Maybe
man.
actually, maybe it was right, because you're number 19, because it stamps as number 19.
Mhm.
But on the ticker, it has you as number 11.
Why?
I don't know. Maybe I gotta close the whole thing. Well, we are leering how to do this correctly. I mean, learning.
Yeah, we are in fact leering how to do this.
I made a typo with my mouth. Okay. Not sure how much time is left because I can't see it anymore. What do we got on the clock?
We've got about 3 minutes.
Oh, things are where they're supposed to be.
Yay! That's rare.
I know. Okay, I guess I have to close it between races, which I didn't because I'm a genius. As Michael Good makes a move to the inside of Chase
Oh no, there's a dead
Marzalewski.
car.
Oh! Oh, a horrible collision.
Who did I just hit? Oh, Zachary Murs.
Zachary Murs was just violently crashed into. I think
Murder.
we need some hearses. I say some
He's got a
because that was
boo-boo.
terrible. Austin Mitchell going up into traffic down the back straightaway. He nearly killed Brian Wayne, I believe. No, Schramm.
Aiden Schramm. Remember, Ryan Wayne is always driving the 39.
There's another 39. One of them is the actual 39 for
One's probably sponsored by Speed Demon Racing Network. You should already know. Well, if not, it's purple. I haven't seen this car, but I already know.
Who, Ryan's?
Yes, Ryan Wayne.
Let's see. I can't. It says Primo Water. What does that mean?
I have no idea.
Like you said it would be Speed Demon Racing and it says Primo
It might be.
Water.
Just remember the colors of the car. I think that'll help the most with the.
It looks
number
like a
39
Ryan
there.
Sieg car, but it's a Toyota.
Okay.
So 39 is a popular number for this race for some reason.
I'm one of the cars that's not the number 39. Everyone applaud me. All 0 people watching, please clap your hands together.
We're actually up to 4 people.
Oh, all 4 people watching, please clap your hands together, please. I need love.
There
Please.
you have it, folks. Michael Good is not loved enough as a child. Well-
what a conclusion, bro.
Well, a minute 30 on the clock as we move on from Mike's sad life.
Oh, hello! I just killed somebody again.
Oh my goodness, we have a huge crash.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, cars are flipping. They are flying. Things are happening. My goodness.
What? No way! I didn't think things were happening. No
Well,
way.
things are always happening, but these are like,
Scary.
let's just hope everyone's getting their wiggles out.
Yeah, just wreck. Just get it all over with now, please.
Ben Madrigal driving the number 9. Haven't seen him before.
That he does.
Looks like we're gonna have
Just
16.
under 30 seconds.
16 drivers, I think.
It's not that much.
Honestly, would that be that bad? I really got to make sure I do 20 for Talladega, because that will fill up fast, I would think.
Yep.
We do not, as funny as it would be, we do not need to see 60 trucks at Talladega. That would be
That
terrible.
would be terrifying.
That would be
Kenneth,
against
two
the
more people
Geneva
just joined,
Convention.
and Kenneth Laura is one of them. Or Kenneth Laura.
Someone in here is named Honore Nut.
Honor Nut.
I wish I was making this up.
Yeah, I saw it connect at the top of my screen. All right, qualifying's about to start, so you know what that means. I'm out for the rest of the race. I'll see you guys later. Have a good broadcast. I'll be back. Bye-bye.
Well, thank you for coming into the booth for a little bit, Mike. Well,
No problem.
Now we're back to business here. Qualifying underway for the Chicagoland race as we follow Chase Modzalewski during his qualifying laps. Looks like the sun has set more, so most of the track is in the shade now. Could be interesting for the racing. Very crucial for a short 20-lap race to have good starting positions. Or else you could be in for a long day. It does not... If you qualify in the back, it is hard to get out of the hornet's nest. See Chase Ingram making his lap and Michael Good running his lap as well. We'll stay with Michael Good for a moment. Heading into turn 3, you can see that car hitting those bumps. That's really what wears the tires around this place. Makes it such a fun track to drive, though. And Mike to the 5th position on the board. Jordan Jung currently on the pole. Schramm in 2nd as of the moment. Modzalewski in 3rd. Ingram going to go up to 4th on the board. Michael Good going to be in a distant 7th. Actually, he's up to 4th. So it looks like Good and Ingram going to round out the top 5. As Ingram crashes at the conclusion of his lap, we look at Honore Nutt driving the Trick Treat Win number 21 Chevrolet Camaro. Josh Kenyon running his laps now, it appears. 2 minutes left on the clock. Kenyon with a strong start to his lap. He may be able to get to the pole. Started out really fast. Ryan Wayne also looking fast during his lap. As you see that 27 machine wrapping the bottom very well through 3 and 4. Going to swing it out up to the wall. Cut it down to the apron. And he is going to go to the 7th position. Looking at my splits on the timing screen, it looked like that was going to be a lot better of a lap than it was. Well, only 2 cars left on the track at the moment. Going to see if anyone else makes an attempt at a qualifying run. Ryan Wayne up to 9th. Just ahead of Brian Post. And now Marty Shimela making his lap. Or not. Had him on the track for a split second there. So we take a look at Waylon Vining in that 21 car. Oh, they're going to go sideways. Gotta save it. Final seconds ticking away from qualifying. I think it's safe to say that Jordan Jung has the pole locked in for this race. With a 30.724 second lap. And actually, second and third of Aiden Schramm and Chase Modzelewski both had a 30.741 second lap. So they tied. Well, now it's time for everyone to get gridded on for the race to start. A smaller field. Looks like we're going to have 18 cars in the race. Some talented drivers in this race as well. We got Josh Kenyon, Michael Good, Chase Ingram. Ryan Wayne's a good driver too, with a higher I rating. Yeah, if we take a look at the I rating, the couple 3,000, Jordan Jung with over 3,000, Schramm with over 4,000. A lot of high I rating in the field, actually. Didn't realize some of these guys had I rating that high. Well, waiting for the final couple cars to grid. Hopefully the overlays don't break again. Thank you to all 5 people watching the stream now. I was hoping to have a little bit more, but 5 isn't too bad for given the short notice. And they're off under the pace lap. Or not, there they go. Well, hopefully we can get a cleaner start to this race than the last race, because that was chaos right off the bat. We had a huge crash on the back straightaway in lap 1. Took out a lot of contenders. Well, they're double file for the moment, making their way out of turn 2 and down the back straightaway. Into turn 3, we're going to be getting ready to go green. The fans are on their feet, ready to see 20 laps of action here at the Chicagoland Speedway. Here they go, the pace car making a hard right, or hard left off the track, and the green flag is in the air. We are racing here at Chicagoland. Looks like Jordan Jung going to go to the bottom early. Try to get clear of the 86. They're going to be side by side, heading to one and a wreck in the back. Josh Kenyon around. Single car spin. I believe we are going to keep it green. The rest of the field going to make it through cleanly. Not sure what happened to Josh there. Is the 86 going to make a move to the inside? They're going to be side by side heading into turn 3. The 86 with taking the bottom. He's going to get clear. Sliding up in front of the 20. Looks like a battle for third between Michael Good and Chase Modzlewski. Both driving number 19 cars. Is Ingram going to try to throw his name into the mix? Side by side for third. Looks like the 86 going to get clear. Smoking in front. That is the heavily damaged 27 of Josh Kenyon. Still green, though. Jordan Jung looks like he's going to get a draft down the back straightaway. Thought about going to the inside, but going to stay in line for the moment. As they're still fighting, looks like they're going to drop back to fighting. They're side by side for fourth as we complete the second lap of this race. Watching that 86 lead the 20 around. Still a lot of smoke coming down the back straightaway as Josh Kenyon limps back to pit road. We may have to take a look at what happened on that lap 1 incident later if we get a caution, because I'm not sure how he ended up so destroyed. Mostly single file now. You see the 19 taking a look to the apron. Oh, and Modzlewski going to cross over Michael Good there on entrance to the corner. See if he can stick his nose in. Not going to be able to get there to clear. Might give him a little bit of a side draft. Good in the wall slightly coming out of the corner. Ingram chooses to push Modzlewski, and he's going to try to take it 3 wide for a moment. Not able to get there. Some good battling happening. A good battle for fourth now. These guys being side by side is bringing other drivers into the mix. As you see Ryan Wayne starting to catch up and Austin Mitchell behind him. Really showing how much of a multi-groove racetrack this is. Everybody driving a slightly different line to try to build up momentum to get side by side. Looks like Modzlewski's going to hold on to third for the moment. He's going to be under attack from the 19 of Michael Good and the 01 of Chase Ingram. Meanwhile, at the front, the 86 of Schramm has put about a 1/10 of a second over Jordan Jung. Not much breathing room, but still breathing room nonetheless. And it would appear the ticker is still broken. We're going to have to shut that for a minute so I can get that reloaded. Somebody brushes the wall coming out of 4. I think that was Austin Mitchell. There we go. Now we have. Well, mostly single file now. Looks like things have calmed down a bit. Still a little racier towards the back of the field. The 86 has put 3/10 between himself and the 20 at this point. Ryan Wayne working that top line. Trying to see if he can get some clean air on his 39 machine. Looks like he has a bunch of momentum heading down the back straightaway. Which lane will he pick to try to get around the 01 of Ingram? Going to go down to the bottom. Not able to get to his door as they pass Josh Kenyon to put him 4 laps down. And Michael Good to the outside of Modzlewski. A lot of cars in this pack. Here, they're going to be side by side. They're going to get into each other. Contact in the middle of the corner. Looks like Good's going to have the momentum to get to the outside. Oh, Ingram slamming into the wall behind them. And the 19 is going to send it in there, trying to get a slide job. Not close enough to pull it off. Some good battling for third as the 2 leaders have driven away. There's 6/10 of a second between second and third place at the moment. Some good racing happening. Somebody into the wall at the front. I believe that was the 20 of Jung. Michael Good gonna get to the advantage in the battle for third as they are 3 wide behind him. And it looks like Austin Mitchell going to tag the wall coming off of turn 4. Marty Shamela side by side with Zachary Mers for 9th position, 8th position. Third on back has been in a battle for the whole race so far. As we go through the field for a bit. 10 laps to go here. Going to be 9 this time by, as Aiden Schramm has a heavy advantage over Jordan Jung with 0.6 of a second. Good battles happening in the mid-pack, though, which is what you want in a race like this where one car is driven away. Ryan Wayne going to take a peek to the inside. Will he have the momentum to get clear? As Michael Good is catching the number 20 car all over his tail. As we take a look at that battle that's heating up. Will Good have enough to get there? And the 19 in the wall behind. Modzelewski dropping positions very quickly. He must have hit that wall pretty hard. I could see it at the corner of my screen. And they are 4 wide for a moment ahead of him. And Ingram's going to get tagged. Looks like he's going to save it. A little bit of contact from the 39 of Zachary Mers. Michael Good working on the 20 of Jordan Jung as we come to 7 laps to go. Will he be able to complete the pass and chase down Aiden Schramm? Looks like he has the momentum. Looks like he's going to get it clear this time. Now he sets his sights on the leader. Will he have enough time to get there? That 19 looks bad fast right now. He may have a shot if he can keep his momentum. Mostly single file in the middle of the pack. Now, as Ryan Wayne gets into the wall pretty hard. Looks like he's going to keep it straight. These tires definitely look like they're starting to wear. More drivers getting tight and hitting the wall. Good has the lead down to half a second. Made up about 0.2 that lap, I believe. Will he have enough time and tire to get there? Trying to cut the apron to get some more time. Looks like he made up about 0.1 that lap. We still have 5 laps to go. He could have enough time to get there. Has the 86 saved enough tire to hold him off? And the 27 of Kenyon on fresher tires is going to try to make a pass to get one of his laps back. Already 4 laps down, so not much of a factor in this unless he holds up the leader while going around. As we're now to 4 laps to go. Michael Good has raced. He's made up 0.2 that lap. Will the 27 throw a curveball into this battle by being a wild card who's not really much of a factor for the race win? He's going to get to the inside. Going to block the 19 coming out of the corner, it looks like. Actually, no, going to hold his line. And Michael Good is there. He's going to be all over the bumper at the 27, trying to get around that 86 car for the lead as we have 3 laps to go. The top 3 runners nose to tail now as this has brought them, all 3 of them together. 3 Toyotas, bumper to bumper, as we're going to be heading to 2 laps to go this time by. Michael Good has some momentum. He's going to take a peek to the bottom. He's going to get door to door with the 86. They are side by side, heading out of turn 4. 2 laps to go. This time by... Oh, they're going to make contact. The 86 into the wall hard. Will we have a caution?
All right, man. Caution.
And the caution is out. What happened? It all was going good and looked like they got a little too aggressive trying to get around him. And Schramm's car is destroyed. Let's take a look at that replay. You could tell that they were being very aggressive. So the 86 on the outside, the 19 of Michael Good trying to make a move to the inside, and the 20 with a ton of momentum takes a look into the middle. I think they just expected the 19 to go lower than he did. And then the 86, the unfortunate victim of that, with a hard impact into the outside wall in the tri-oval. Surprisingly, didn't take out any more cars. Could have been a lot worse, considering that was all the front runners right there. Because we're going to go back live and see what's happening now. SRAM, these guys do get one fast repair for a race. If SRAM could theoretically get back through the field, as everybody pitted for tires, it looks like. Actually, no. Let's see. We have... the pit stops haven't started yet. Everybody coming down to get those fresh Goodyears. I don't think anybody is staying out. Pit road. It can make or break your race. You have to have a good pit stop here if you want any shot of winning. As Michael Good, we watch Michael Good pull into his pit box to get taken care of by his pit crew. Ryan Wayne gonna get out ahead. Did he take 2 tires? A huge jump. I think he had to have. A 9.3 second pit stop. I think that the 39 had to have taken 2 tires. There's no way you could pass that many people. And it looks like SRAM and Wyatt Blair stayed out. Wyatt Blair, I believe, is on old tires. Unless he pitted the lap before. I'm not sure what's happening now, actually, with the scoring. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me how the 86 could be ahead after crashing. I guess Blair and SRAM going to make up the front row. Somehow both pitted a lap early and still at the front. SRAM could have a good shot here as Ingram going to pass him for some reason. It looks like these guys are contesting the position. May want to add a lap here if they can't figure out what's going on. I guess we're good since none of the admins added another lap. So Wyatt Blair the leader, Ingram to the outside. As we're going to go green in overtime. Unlimited attempts for these guys, so this could go on for a while, and they are side by side. A dirty start for the number 20 car, and the one's going to get turned. He's going to save it. What a save. Wyatt Blair to the lead. Jordan Jung going to get in line behind him. Ingram smoking his tires in the middle of the corner. They're going to be side by side down the back straightaway for the lead. Lots of movement happening in the pack. Jordan Jung going to make the move around Wyatt Blair. Will he be able to hold on for one more lap? And there's contact. A big wreck happening at the tri-oval. 3 cars in the infield. Looks like we're going to keep it green. Jung has a massive lead. Will he? It looks like no one's going to be able to catch him. They're fighting hard for second. Michael Good to the inside of Austin Mitchell. They're going to be bumping and banging down the back straightaway. Oh, more crashing behind. Lots of carnage happening on the track now. It's not going to be any thing to hinder Jordan Jung from getting the victory. As Michael Good and Austin Mitchell crashing into each other after the line. Oh, they're still crashing. A huge hit. Well, Jordan Jung going to get the victory. In an interesting turn of events after a caution that he caused, or at least it was a part of. And Modzelewski is going backwards. Well, watching Jordan Jung do his victory burnout. Let's see, can we get him in here? I don't know if he's in the server. Who do we have? We have Wyatt Blair again. Let's see. Actually, let's see. Can we get Aiden Schramm in here? Actually, no. Let's see what Wyatt Blair thought of that.
Hey, what's up?
How on earth did you get the lead?
Hey, pulled a good strategy there when everybody pit. I went in literally right before the yellow actually came out.
You
somehow,
did?
And by chance that happened. But, man, thank you to CFM, thank you to Chris Ferguson for the fast car. Just sucks, we were in a good position there with 2 to go. And just Zachary Mers absolutely cleaned me out, just right hooked me. Or he turned left into me, but he freaking just hooked me.
I must have missed that on the
Yeah,
final lap.
But I don't know what was happening. It was as we were coming to white, he just turned right up the track into me. Absolutely sucks to see that. My team, and our teams that have alliances with us, we all work together, and it's things like that that just sucks. And that shows you who can drive and who can't drive. Definitely me and my drivers will not forget that happened. And all I have to say is, Zachary Mers, you better watch your back.
Okay, we got some threats happening. Looks like we also have Chase Modzelewski in the booth. Thank you for your time, Wyatt.
Yep, thank you.
Well, Chase, what do you think of that finish?
Unfortunate. I texted Zachary Mers just now. He said he took 2 tires and he got loose out of the corner and wrecked both me and Wyatt Blair. Just unfortunate situation. We'll see what happens next race.
Well, okay then. Next race is Talladega. Looked like you had a good shot to win on that restart.
Yeah, I tried my best.
Just taking a look at the replay now of that final lap incident. Did Michael Good come up into you, or who is new?
No.
Oh,
I don't think so.
Oh, Mers just... He just goes
He got
straight on
got tight and then loose. It was weird.
Nowhere to go for you in your 19 machine.
Yeah.
Just unfortunate. Seemed like poor timing more than anything.
Yeah.
Well, I guess on to the next race.
Yep.
Did manage to
It's just the
finish.
way it is. I'm not even mad at it.
Did you run that entire final lap in reverse?
Yes, I did.
So you pulled a Kyle Busch. You still got 13th. There were people behind you, so I guess there's that.
Yeah, just held it to the floor, tried to get around the track as smooth as I could backwards, not hit anyone.
I missed that. That is funny.
Yeah, I just ran the track all the way around backwards.
Well, unfortunate that you got kind of cheated out of a good finish, but at least it was a okay run for most of the part.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for coming up in the booth. It looks like we're going to get to Michael Good now.
Yeah, Michael good.
Actually,
Have a good one.
let's get Jordan Jung in here.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, just get me on.
Well, you want to help interview too? You're better at interviewing than I am. Hey, Jordan, you're in the booth. What do you got to say about that win?
It was a really fun race between me, Michael, and the 86. I'm sorry I'd accidentally crashed him, but yeah, I feel like it was a really fun race to the end. Um, Different strategies made it really interesting, and just happy I won, I guess.
What were you thinking on that final restart? It looked like you might have been out of contention after not being on the front row.
Yeah, I knew this guy stayed out or took 2 tires, and I tried to get I thought I got the restart good, and then that was he must have like checked up or missed a shift. I hit him pretty hard, but um, I just got clear of the bottom and just took the bottom off of two, and I was able to make the pass for the win. So
I'm gonna be completely honest, Jordan. There was a lot of track, a lot of area you could have went to avoid hitting me and Shram, but good win, I guess.
thank you. I was trying to make it like I don't know 3 wide on the bottom, on the middle, like Brad did, and it just it just closed, and yeah, it was just all on me.
If I'm being completely honest, after looking at the replay of that, it looked like the 86 and the 20 thought you were going to go a lot lower than you did, Mike.
Well, not when I'm fighting for the lead, no.
Well, I guess, I don't know. It's racing. You're going to crash. I think I'm going to start working on putting up the next session, so we will be muting the stream for a moment while I get that worked out. So just stay tuned. Hello and welcome to the Talladega Superspeedway for the third and final race of the night. We are gearing up for 25 laps of racing action. As some cars are on track, we're getting the cameras working now. We do have Mike in the booth. Never mind, he left. Was going to say we could talk to him while he was practicing, but I guess there's not really a whole lot going on. A lot of drivers in this race. Talladega always a favorite among the drivers. Pretty much anyone can win. You can see them in a pack practicing in the draft now. Some good truck paint schemes for this one. Let's take a look at who we got. We got Matzalewski in the 67 Jersey Mike Subs Dodge. Brian Post in the 64 Ride the Dente Silverado. Zachary Mers in the 99 BuildSubmarines.com machine. Bradley Shamela in the 4. Schramm in another 86. Looks like Aaron May might be making an appearance. This could be a good race. Some heavy hitters once again. Talladega trucks always a good combo. Eight minutes on the clock. Drivers still filing in. Jordan Jung, the winner of the last race, gonna take part in this one as well. Vanessa Stevens in the 43 truck. Looks like they're trying to get a second lane formed in this big pack of trucks practicing. Could be interesting. The trucks did get updated and they race a little different than they used to. That's still always one of my favorite combos to race, and I enjoy watching it too. So that's part of why I picked this to end off the night. As looks like they're trying to make a move on that 22 of somebody. Who is the 22? Let's see. It's not Jordan Jung. Not Gavin Smith. Whoa, Bradley Schmela goes around. Brian Post into the wall hard. Aaron May in the pits. Driving the number 23 machine tonight. Looks like Zachary Mers leading this pack of trucks. Oh, Austin Mitchell, I believe, is the 99. He might be the 07. I'm not sure. I have trouble figuring out who is who for some reason. Guess we could do Chase to figure it out. Okay, Mitchell is the 07. Batiste is the 22. They're going around Aaron May as he's getting up to speed on the bottom of the track. Four trucks nose to tail right now. 5 minutes left on the clock for practice. Looks like they're going to try to shuffle the 22 from the lead of this small pack. Mostly practice, just for me at least, is messing around when I race. I assume it's the same for a lot of these drivers. Looks like we have 27 drivers in the server at the moment. Ooh, Gunnar Cohen with a Jimmy Johnson throwback truck. And that looks like the 58 of Cameron Belthune. I'm not even sure what car they're running. Oh, and Aaron May is around. Not a whole lot happening in the practice session. Mostly just guys screwing around. Looks like Eden Schramm making a move on the 18 of Blair Johnson. Got some nice dodges in the race. Oh, we have Wyatt Youngblood making an appearance in that 77 truck. Got two trucks, Aiden Schramm and Blair Johnson, nose to tail now. Somebody just went flying into the pits. That was Modzalewski. He just entered the pits at like 190 miles an hour. Trucks everywhere down the back straightaway. Down to about 2 minutes left. Looks like Wyatt Blair and Wyatt Youngblood both up to some sort of pit road shenanigans. Not really anything to report on here. Guess we're trying to get another pack going before the time runs out. Three wide in the pack, single file in this pack. Let's see, how many trucks are we up to now? 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. We have 37, but I have it capped at 30. I guess that's 37 people that actually entered the server at some point. Oh, they're crashing, and the session is over. Well, qualifying about to begin. A lot of trucks in this race. Let's see. Let's take a look at Wyatt Youngblood as he goes out for his qualifying lap. Also got Aaron May on the track. Blair Johnson. Marty Shamela, Brad Shamela. A lot of drivers in this one. It's our biggest field of the night. Daniel Lund the fourth. Brian Berg. Well, Youngblood on his hot lap. Trying to wrap that bottom as closely as possible. You want to get your truck as low as you can. The shortest way around is indeed the fastest way around here at Talladega in single car runs. Well, he is on his first lap, actually. He's going to probably try to run the top to get his momentum going to get a good qualifying lap. Making his way to the start-finish line. And Montzelewski's at the top of the board. Actually, why do we have 7th place at the top of the board? That does not make sense. Apparently the ticker has gone crazy. Might have to shut it and open it again if it doesn't figure out what's happening. Looks like it finally refreshed. Oh, there we go. Okay, just took it a minute to figure out where everybody was. So 17 drivers qualified at the moment. Make that 18. And Aaron May to the pole. Marty Shamela with 20th at the moment. So I'm going to reopen the overlays to try to get them to show the right positions. Actually, Marty Shamela going to take the pole from from Aaron May. As Chase Ingram also going to get ahead. And time about to run out. Looks like everyone in the Discord server has lost their mind. In typical fashion. Well, everyone getting gridded here. Lot of beef. Lot of beef. For some reason, these overlays break when they grid. I don't know why. I gotta fix that later. Well, Marty Shamila on the pole for the final race of the night. We have 40 drivers. Okay, we gotta start kicking people. Anyone like 30th on back probably should be kicked. I guess I'll let the admins figure that out. I am not sure how we have 40 drivers on the track. I'm hoping the admins can figure that out. Oh boy. Let's see, who can we rip in here? I don't have any admins.
Alright, man. Light you back on the pace car. We're not going green this time.
We are
not
throwing the
going
green for a moment because something, somewhere, something got messed up and we have 44 people on the track. Which there should only be 30. I don't know what I did wrong. I will have to take a look at this in the future to stop doing this. Okay, looks like we've kicked out the extra people. Gonna have to take a look at this later. Okay, I think we're gonna try to go green this time with 30 drivers. Again, Marty Shamela on the pole, Chase Ingram to his outside. Okay, we took care of the extra drivers. We are ready to go racing now. So 30 drivers on the track. Marty Shamela on the pole. As we get ready to go racing at Talladega. 25 laps of action. Hopefully we can go green. And somebody in the grass, I believe that's Zachary Mers, in the grass for some reason. But anyway, we are about to go green. The pace car gonna retreat to the safety of pit road. The field heading to the tri-oval. Getting ready to go up through the gears. Here we go. Green flag out in the air. We are racing at Talladega. You can see them starting to build momentum. Getting up through the gears. Those two lanes are stacked up. A lot of drivers nose to tail here. Going to be a lot of momentum as we head down the back straightaway. Marty Shamela gonna nose out Ingram for the lead at the moment. Very even across the two lanes. They have similar numbers of trucks in them for now. Will anyone hop out of line and try to make a third lane work? Looks like they get a little bit swirly behind Ingram, but gonna keep it straight. We've made it one time around. Looks like we've already split off into two packs somehow. Must have been a checkup on the restart that I didn't see. Could be interesting. I don't know if those guys will be able to get back to the front if they don't get single filed out. They look like the three wide in the pack. Jordan Jung with an aggressive move in the middle of the pack. He's going to go to the top. Marty Shamela on the apron. A little bit awkward there. There looks like they're going to get mostly single file on the top lane. The bottom lost a lot of cars down the back straightaway. And somebody's going to hop on the line. We are three wide in the fourth row. Looks like it's only going to be one car. Nobody going with Gavin Smith in the middle line. Actually, we got a whole pack formed up now. Ingram out on point. Three wide in the pack. About, I'd say, 13 cars. Ingram with an aggressive block to the outside. They're single file in that second pack. They do have a chance to get there. Did a little bit of contact in the middle of the pack. They're going to keep it straight. Some aggressive side drafting. That second pack is starting to catch up. Where will they go? Can they build the momentum, and what lane will they pick when they get there? Looks like the top lane getting a little out of control in the tri-oval. Ingram still has the lead. No one has really been able to get to him, and Marty Shamela working really well with that 01 truck. They're actually going to break away from the rest of the field here. Looks like Modzelewski's going to be able to get in line with them. Three wide within the pack. It is a battle in the middle of the pack. If anyone gets turned here, it is going to be massive. Oh! Jordan Jung going to get turned. He's around. They are crashing in the back. Jordan Jung upside down in the short chute. And we are going to have a caution. I believe. No, we are green still. Why are we green?
All right, man. Caution is out. Caution
Not sure
is out.
why the caution didn't get thrown. We had a truck upside down. Let's take a look at that replay. Apparently my button did not bind correctly. Somebody spun from the first couple rows. I don't know how none of the admins called a caution on that. Looks like the Jordan Jung just gets a little sideways, overcorrects, gets hit and does a whole flip, goes over the front end of Wyatt Blair. A couple others go around, but what a crash for that 7 truck. Let's see if we can ride on with his gyro cam. Take a look at what happened there. Just got a little out of shape, and it was all it took. Bounced off the side of Brad Shamela. Overcorrected, and looks like some net code also. Then he got hit, and that thing just went flying through there. Really doesn't take much to get him out of control here, as we're going to go back live and see what's happening. Still under caution. Modzelewski in the lead, Aaron May in second, Ingram all the way back to 5th. Oh, there we go. I figured out what I did wrong with the caution button. Well, while a big crash with one truck upside down, that could have been a lot worse. Still a lot of trucks left in contention here. As Modzelewski blinks out while we're focused on him. Well, we're about to go green next time by. We have Modzelewski and Aaron May on the front row. Ryan Wayne in 3rd and Zachary Mers in 4th. Ingram and Shamela in the 3rd row. Will those two be able to get back to the front? Looks like they got all checked up like they thought it was going to be a caution, and then it never got thrown. Fortunately, I was hitting the wrong button on my steering wheel to throw the caution. Hopefully we'll be able to not do that next time. Well, they are side by side, getting ready to go racing again. How aggressive will they be on this restart? It is hard to make your way back up through the field with the truck package unless you are getting pushed really hard. The pace car getting ready to make that hard left onto pit road. Modzelewski going to lead the field to green. We're going to have 17 laps to go. Into the tri-oval. Getting ready to go to the restart zone, and the green flag is back out in the air. Pretty even start from both lanes. No one with a clear advantage. Looked like they were 3 wide further back in the pack. Getting up to speed now. a little bit disorganized. A lot of space between trucks now. Looks like they're starting to get formed up more. Whoa, Marty Shamela getting a bad push. He's going to go topside. Keeps it under control somehow, but that looked like that could have been really bad for a second. In the middle of the pack, we have two Chili's Carson Hocevar paint schemes right next to each other. Looks like the two Hocevars are going to make a third lane. It's Wyatt Youngblood and Brian Post working together in identical paint schemes. And they are 3 wide the entire way through the field now. This could result in a massive crash if anyone goes around. Oh, and they do get sideways at the front. It looks like Mers is going to have to drop back through the field. He gets pushed under the apron. They still keep it together. A lot of aggressive moves happening. These lanes are stacked. And it looks like Youngblood's going to make a move to the bottom, trying to take the lead away from the 39 of Ryan Wayne. Side by side, heading into the trioval. A lot of trucks in this main pack. We have first through 25th, separated by only a tenth of a second. And they're going to go 4 wide. Bumping and banging. Wyatt Blair's going to make contact in a huge crash. 10, 12 trucks around. One car on top of the wall. Lots of contact happening. They are everywhere. We're going to throw the caution.
All right, man. Caution is out.
The entire
Caution is
field
out.
is destroyed. Again. A lot of damaged trucks. Let's take a look at how that one started. You could tell something was about to happen when you have this many trucks 3 wide in the main pack. Looked like it started pretty close to the front with the 5 of Wyatt Blair. He just gets put in 4 wide, makes a little bit of contact, and then he's going to hook the 67 of Modzelewski, and then it was on from there. Most of these guys are spinning to avoid that crash. Nowhere to go for a lot of the guys in the back of the field. You can see that was a massive crash. Only about 8 trucks made it through out of the 25 in this main pack. A lot of them coming back up the track after spinning out. Everyone does have a fast repair, so they are not out yet. But it is not looking good for some of these guys with the damage they got. Wyatt Blair taking a big hit into the wall. Somebody got on top of the wall for a second, trying to figure out who that was. It was the 45, I believe. Maurice Gomillion. He just piles right into this and has nowhere to go. Well, as we go back live, Ryan Wayne has taken the lead at the time of caution. The caution was a bit more delayed than I would have liked to have thrown it. A little bit not great. So Ryan Wayne to the front. A lot of these guys are still in this that were involved in that crash. We're halfway through now, next time by. Thank you to the 13 people tuning into this. This is probably going to be pretty hectic to the end. There are a lot of people in this race. The best field we've had all night. As Gavin Smith works his way around to get one of his laps back. You could feel that last wreck coming from a mile away. They were racing so hard in that lead pack. When you get that many trucks together, it doesn't take much to send them crashing. And when it does happen, it will take out a lot of people. Well, the two Speed Demon Racing drivers, Ryan Wayne and Aaron May, making up the front row. You got one of the MCM drivers of Marty Shamela behind them. Bradley Shamela on the outside of the third row, the other MCM driver at the front. You got Chase Ingram on the bottom behind Marty Shamela. Those two have been working pretty well today. I don't know if they will still work together to try to get to the front. Because those two are a force to be reckoned with when they do hook up well. As they already got a big gap earlier in the race. Well, we are going back green. We're in Talladega. Looks like a pretty good start for that inside lane. Ryan Wayne going to jump to the top to take air to get in front of Aaron May. A little sporadic in the back of the pack. That bottom lane is formed up. We have 4 trucks nose to tail. The bottom lane has more trucks, but they are getting formed up on the outside as well. 1 truck into the wall in the back. We're going to keep it green. Only a single vehicle into the wall. And they are going 3 wide for 5th, I believe. Going to take it back to 2. Trying to build up momentum. You have to be very aggressive in the pushes on this truck to be able to make up positions. Come to the line to complete lap 13 of 25. Not many laps left. You gotta be working hard to get to the front now. Ingram getting a big push from Wyatt Youngblood. He's all over the back of Marty Shamela. You have Ryan Wayne and Aaron May leading the outside line. They have Brad Shamela behind them. Looks like the 22 of Batiste was thinking of forming the third lane. We do have a truck in the third lane. It's the 99 of Michael Wood. Looks like he's going to get back into line. Actually, somebody hops out. It's Mers to the outside. Jordan Jung going to go with him. Jordan Jung was upside down earlier in this race. It would be quite the comeback if he could get to the front and pull off another victory tonight. Looks like Ryan Wayne is going to have the advantage heading into the tri-oval. Getting a good push from Aaron May. As we are on lap 15 of 25. 11 laps to go, 10 next time by. Wayne with the lead, but Marty Shamela challenging on the inside. A lot of momentum coming in the top. It looks like they're trying to get it going. And it looks like the top line is going to be fading. Ryan Wayne, oh, contact. Zachary Mers gets sideways. Wyatt Youngblood jumps to the top. He's going to hop down to the bottom. Marty Shamela with the lead. They are wrecking behind. Multiple trucks going around. Looks like we might be able to keep it green here. Actually, we got
Alright, man, caution
there
is
are
out.
trucks
Caution
stopped
is
in the
out.
middle of the track. Batiste was just stopped in the middle of the track for a while. Well, caution is out once again. Not sure how that one started. It kind of was in the middle of the pack instead of the front this time. Gonna take out even more drivers, though. Let's take a look at that replay. Already crashing when the cameras get to them. So it looks like the Batiste is inside of Jordan Jung. Going to make a little bit of contact coming out of the corner. Jung's going to get into Brian Post, who gets out of control, and they come out down the track. And Batiste has nowhere to go. And he's going to hit the wall pretty hard on the inside. All 4 tires off the ground. It also looked like the 99 of Michael Wood is going to get hooked by those two coming down the track as well. Not really a whole lot he could do to avoid it in that Gravedigger Silverado. And Wyatt Blair nearly makes it through. Gonna get a little bit of damage, but I don't think his car or his truck is that destroyed. Actually, he's gonna make more contact than I thought. That front end is pretty damaged. And then the 22 gets stuck in the middle of the track. Kind of had to throw the yellow. Wasn't sure if he was going to get going again. Well, back live, we have Marty Shimela leading the race. Started first, and his lowest position is 6th. Actually, let's go through the field, see where some of these guys started and where they're running. Ryan Wayne started 7th. Is currently 2nd, and his lowest position was 10th. Wyatt Youngblood has been everywhere in the field, apparently. Starting 24th and currently running 3rd. Aaron May started 3rd, currently running 5th. Jessica Childs started 4th and is currently running 4th. So a little bit of change. Let's see some of the guys in the back. Brian Post started 10th and is currently on pit road with heavy damage. What about Chase Ingram? Started 2nd, currently 6th, and his lowest position is 8th. A lot of position changing happening during this race. You can tell by how all over the place these guys have been in their positions. And we're going to go green with 7 laps to go. It's definitely time for these guys to get aggressive. But when they get aggressive, cautions just tend to happen. Still about 22 trucks on the lead lap. So a lot of guys that can definitely have a shot to win this race if it goes haywire. Looks like a little bit of a checkup happened behind the pace truck or pace car. Getting ready to go green again. Somebody's driving on the apron, I think. That's Zachary Mers again. Definitely going to be an exciting last 7 laps to figure out who's going to be the winner of this one. Here we go. Got to go up through the gears. The green flag is out here at Talladega. Marty Shimela with a great start, getting pushed by Wyatt Youngblood. Youngblood going to go up to the top to block Ryan Wayne. You have Wayne, May, and Ingram forming a 3-truck tandem. Those guys are really good at super speedways, especially Ingram and May. Looks like we have about a 10-truck breakaway at the front. And that 9 is out of control with the push he's getting from the 99. And they're going to split the 8-3 wide. Youngblood to the lead, mostly single file at the front now. Oh, we are wrecking a huge crash in the back. One truck upside down. Looks like the 44 of Gonzalez. A massive crash. My goodness, I could see that in the corner of the screen. One truck flying into the catch fence. As we take a look at that replay, Gonzalez towards the back of the pack. I'm not sure what happened to cause that. It looked like they were pretty, organized in a way that wasn't gonna cause a crash, and then something happened in the back to get his truck in there. So it looks like he goes to the outside, gets blocked by the 43, makes a little bit of contact, then the 58 comes up the track, and there's just nowhere to go. And that 44 gets into the catch fence. A huge hit. Upside down, coming out of turn 4. And that thing is going to flip back onto its wheels, but it is destroyed. Got to take another look at that. How on earth? What a collision. So he gets the 43, and then there's just nowhere to go. Gets piled into and ends up upside down. That's a second flip in this race, and I believe the 4th on the night. A lot of big crashes tonight. Wyatt Youngblood, currently the leader as we sit under caution. Not many laps left for these guys to settle this. You knew it was going to be crazy when we knew we were going to Talladega, but my goodness, this has been a lot of good racing, but a lot of crashing as well. So we have Youngblood in first, Ryan Wayne in second, Aaron May in third, Chase Ingram in fourth, and Jessica Childs in fifth. I believe Childs in the 9 truck is looking for her first win. As we get doubled up to start our last couple laps, which actually I believe we might have to go green the rest of the way out, because we are running out of time in the session. I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to go green the rest of the way. While getting ready to go green on the restart. This could be intense. Gonna have 4 laps to go. A lot of drivers in the front pack hungry for a win. A lot of drivers are not ones I think I've seen at the front before. A lot of the usual suspects and a good mix of random people. The pace car pulls off. We're gonna go green. We're going to have 4 laps remaining to settle this at Talladega. And the green flag is back in the air. Looks like another pretty even restart for both lanes. No one with a clear advantage. A little bit of space from the second row to the third row. Not going to make much of a difference, I don't believe. Youngblood doesn't have the help Ingram going to go with Ryan Wayne. Looks like Mary's going to try to take a 3 wide in the back. Heading down the back straightaway, Ryan Wayne with the lead, but it does not look like he's going to hang on to it for long. That bottom lane is getting formed up with Wyatt Youngblood leading the charge. A couple go to the middle lane. One truck gets into the wall. We're going to keep it green. They are side by side, 3 wide, coming to 3 laps to go. Ryan Wayne with the lead. It looks like we have a 3-truck breakaway on the outside line. The rest of the field going to have to work together to get there. Looks like Marty Shimala's going to try to hop in the top lane. The top lane has the most trucks. Everybody kind of waiting and buying and not wanting to make a move at the moment. At least in the top 5. 2 trucks on the, not even on the track. Oh, and they get turned up the track. That's going to take out a lot of them. We're going to keep it green here. Only 2 minutes left in the session. It's going to be 2 laps to go when they cross the stripe this time. They're getting aggressive with the pushes. You can really see it. We have Ingram, May, Chase Ingram on the bumper. Ryan Wayne with Aaron May on his tail as well. Zachary Murs leading the bottom line. We have Batiste in that 22 truck. Second in line there, giving a huge shot. Where will Aaron May go? He looks like he has a lot of momentum to try to get to the front. Ingram peeks to the inside. Is he going to go? Looks like he's going to stay with Wayne. Exiting turn 2, heading down the back straightaway. A lap and a half to go to crown a winner here at Talladega. Oh, contact. So, it looks like one truck into the wall. Not sure who that was. Looks like the... I haven't even seen that truck all race. Looks like the 28? 28 of Jeb Powell. I haven't even seen him in the race so far and somehow fighting in the top 10. As we head through the tri-oval, coming to the white flag one more time around to settle who will win at Talladega. Jordan Jung to the inside. He's going to try to get to the door of Aaron May. Not enough momentum. He needs some help. He has Zachary Murs on his bumper. Will they be able to make a move? 4 trucks on the outside, 2 trucks on the inside. Heading out of turn 2, down the back straightaway for the final time. Coming up on some lap trucks, hopefully that won't be a factor. And Jung is going to get sideways. 1 truck turned, another barrel rolling down the back straightaway. We're still green. 4 trucks nose to tail on the outside line. 5 trucks. Will Ingram have enough momentum to make a move? They're spread out on the outside. Ingram to the bottom. Wayne going to try to throw the block. Ingram is there. Jung behind them. Where does Jordan Jung go with a run? Jung looks to the outside. He looks like he's going to take it 3 wide to the bottom. Ingram gets turned, and Ryan Wayne is going to be victorious at Talladega. In a ridiculous finish, Jeb Powell going to get second. Jung going to get third as they crashed across the line. And Ingram, so close to winning 2 races tonight, is going to be destroyed again. I don't even know who to interview after all that. I guess we'll grab Ryan Wayne because that was a crazy finish. With no time left on the clock. Well, Ryan Wayne, we have you in the booth as you're doing your burnout.
How you doing there, Luke?
I cannot believe that finish. I did not think you were going to win.
I'll be honest with you. Yeah, I'm not really a big fan of super speedway racing either, but Aaron May was a really big help, giving me some tips on how to drive these tracks, and it kind of worked out there at the end. And I also want to thank Chase Ingram for the pushes there, and he and I had a great battle right there in the triable, and unfortunately he got taken out, but able to come through and get a win here at Talladega feels great.
Well, I'm glad to see it. I could tell you, Ingram, and Aaron May were just nose to tail the whole race. You guys were really, really good together. Made it through all the chaos.
Yeah, fortunately, it was the best spot in the house, too. I think Aaron got caught up there on the backstretch for that wreck. I'll have to go back and take a look at the replay to see what happened, but it just worked out in my favor and was lucky enough not to get part in the incidents.
Well, congrats on the win. Is this your first win in R2R?
No, I believe this is my second, and my first win was also at Talladega with the trucks, so this is the second time with the trucks as well, just on this track, so pretty crazy to think, but
Clearly
yeah,
a good combo.
R2R.
Let's see. Can we get... we don't have Ingram. And here, it'd be funny if we could get the three of you together in here. Doesn't look like that's going to work. Well, that finish was a little crazy because I was about to run out of time in the session, so I couldn't throw a yellow at the end, even though someone barrel rolled on the last lap. I wasn't sure who it was. I think it was Batiste in the 22.
I'll have to go back and look at that for sure. I was just mainly mirror driving that whole time.
Oh, wait, did Ryan win? Sorry, I'm late.
Yeah, Ryan did win.
Hey, congrats, dude.
I appreciate it.
Let's see. Can we get another driver in here? I want to see what Wyatt Youngblood has to say. Hey, Wyatt, you're up in the booth. What did you think of that finish?
I thought that I didn't ride the Dente hard enough. But, I thought it was a crazy finish, though. You just it's so hard to get a run with this new package.
It seems like you guys put on a pretty good show. I honestly wasn't sure how it would be with the package.
Yeah, it was definitely a fun race. It was just once they had kind of broken away from me, there wasn't much I could do to get back up there. I thought I was gonna have a chance once I saw they started wrecking on the front stretch, but unfortunately, just got caught up in that.
Well, I still managed to get a top 5 finish and a pretty decent run, considering you were in like 12th coming to the white flag, weren't you?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
I mean, that's a lot of trucks to pass in one lap.
Yeah, it was definitely fun. 45 cars. I didn't realize 45 cars were in the field.
That was not supposed to happen. It like reset to 60 when I was making the session or something. Oh well. I mean, this is my first time trying to run everything.
Hi.
Hi.
Did you guys discuss a game plan to be nose to tail the whole race?
Nope.
That just happened.
Yeah.
I find that funny just because I hang out with the three of you like all the time for various things.
The one thing that I messaged to them was that Ryan shouldn't hang me out to dry next time. That's the only thing I told him. The whole race, other than I was getting hot.
Yeah, to be honest, I had such a huge run going to the tri-oval, I had to take it to the top because I felt like if I had hit you there right in the middle, I felt like I would have sent you around. So that's why I took it top. And I was pretty committed to you there on the last lap. I can definitely tell that you were committed to that last lap battle, and it was a great battle there at the end until the tri-oval.
It was a good finish. Not quite a photo finish, but still pretty interesting. Wasn't sure who was going to win until the end.
Yeah, I tried to block Jordan Jung, and I thought he was going to push me, and then he went down low, and so I came down and just hooked myself. So
didn't really get a good look at that. Let me take a look at that now on the replay.
Yeah, I was looking back in my mirror, and I thought he was going to take it high, so I kind of run in the middle, and just kind of guessed and stayed in the middle, and it just kind of worked out in my favor right there at the end.
I mean, it looked like you two banged together, and then Jordan just took the line, and Ingram kind of came down on him because he was out of control. I didn't even notice. Ingram almost flipped. And
I have plot armor, so I'm not gonna flip. Totally. Hopefully I didn't just jinx myself.
oh boy. The official margin of victory is 0.7 of a second, which by Talladega standards, that's a horrible finish.
Well, I mean, I almost won the race yesterday by like 15 seconds, so.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Well, I don't really
If
have
that-
anything else to add. You guys have anything else you want to say to the live chat before we shut it down for the night?
Man, Ldogg, that was a terrible performance by you, man. 31st and 28 laps down. Man, you gotta lock in, bro.
Well, you sound like when I spectate the AI race and it like writes the angry article about me.
No, wait. Where did I finish, Ingram?
Man,
far
you too,
ahead.
bro. Y'all gotta lock in, bro.
No. Where did I finish though?
You
30th.
finished 30th, 2 laps down.
30th. I did better than you, and I didn't even race.
Why were you
Wait,
in
Mike,
this
why did you
session?
not race?
I was an admin. Also, I did not want to do Talladega.
Okay,
Are
I
you
feel
I
like
was
this
only
Tell
really
it
there.
now.
I was only really there to kick Austin K. Mitchell from the session for tonight.
Well, with that, we are going to be done for the night. Thank you to everyone who tuned in today. This is a very good stream and my first time running R2R myself. So, just thank you all for tuning in. I know it's been a little slow on the channel lately. Trying to get more into iRacing content since I just haven't really been feeling BeamNG lately. So, keep an eye out for that. We might be doing R2R again sometime in the future, so keep an eye out for that. And as always, thank you for tuning in, and I will see you next time.